Hello students, good morning. Hope you are all well and in high spirits. Today I am going to start a new chapter from history, how, when and where. It is the first chapter of your history course. Once you understand this chapter, it will definitely help you to understand the rest of the chapters easy. So let us see what it contains. And many of you think that history is a very boring and it's a very long things we have to learn, but once you go through this video and through this chapter, you will definitely find that it's a very interesting and we can understand history also in a very nutshell and very easily. So let's see what it contains. So the heading is, once more, let me read, how, when and where. So first, what is history? History is all about the events of the past. Whenever we read history, it means the events of the past. Past events considered together, especially events of a particular period, of a country or a subject. So history deals with the three matters in this chapter, how, when and where. The introduction is, history is all about ancient, medieval and modern period. Modern period means after the British period. But in this chapter, we'll be mainly dealing with this modern period, that is after the British period. So the topics to be studied today on this chapter, based on this chapter, will be number 1, how important are dates or how dates are related to events. Number 2, which dates to be considered and important. Methods of periodization that James Mill made the Indian history periodized, and what is colonial. And the last part is, what are the sources of history, what are the issues related to it. So let's see one by one. How important are the dates? How important are the dates? Why dates are important in history? Many of you think, and mostly I also think, history is always about the dates. We have to remember dates, history. So it's so boring to remember the dates. But one thing you should keep in mind, that whenever we are supposed to remember the dates, some events are also related to that dates. So how to read the dates and how these dates are important to us. History is certainly about the changes that occurs over the time. It is about finding out things were in past and how things have changed in the present. When we compare the past with the present, we talk of before and after. So history is synonymous with dates. We compare past and present. We continue to associate history with the sting of dates. We study dates to find out sequence of events and significance of events. The reasoning of associating dates with history. Earlier there was a time when history was an account of battles, big events such as a year a king was crowned, married, the year he fought a particular war, he won that war, the year he died. These are all the various events, achievements, while a ruler was ruling a country. But what about the events? What about the events? About this, common people over there, they are not given in the dates. They are not date centric. So how to read them? See, another style of recording the history is also there, which is not date centric. It is event based. See how common men earned their livelihood, how kingdoms were formed, how new ideas, culture spread, society changed. These are all based on some events. These are not date centric. We may say that how railways was invented. If we say how tea and coffee was invented, this is not having a particular date. It is a event centric. So some events took place and it took a long time to invent this, and it is a period that we study. So when people began to drink tea or coffee, or when railways were built, are all event centric rather than date centric. So events are equally important along with the dates. We cannot fix one single date on which British rule was established or national movement started. All changes happen over a stretch of time. See, Students, you remember your birthday dates because it's a very important. You took birth on that day and you celebrate that day to giving the chocolates to your friends. You celebrate by parties because it's a particular date you are born. But what about the long time period? You are reading, you grew up, you learn to speak, you learn to speak, you learn to walk. These are all some life events, and these are not relative to a particular date. So these things. Now, which dates? Which dates should be selected as very important dates? So selection of the dates depends on history of the past. Focusing on a particular set of events is very important. But it is actually incorrect to fix precise date to process. There can be no one clear date for the process. Example, we can take an example of print culture. It didn't come up with a single day. It is a long process of events. It's a long process, a long time it took to develop a print culture in India or all over the world. So, selection of the date depends on the story of the past. Focusing on a particular set of events is very important. By studying the dates, reasons and consequences of the dates are understood in a better way. So, dates are important on their own. They become important as we focus on a particular set of events as important. If we change our focus of events, the issues will subsequently, the dates will also change. So how to focus? The focus is the main issue over there. How we focus a particular event, how important it is to us, on that basis we make that date or event very important. Like if we say about a history written by a British historian, the British historian, what they will do? They will naturally focus on their rulers or their mode of rules, their culture. So British historians could consider rule of the Governor General as important. Time period from Warren Hastings to Lord Mountbatten, they have written in history, Indian history, if it is written by the Indian history, by a British historian. They will focus around the British Governor General. Indians and their activities did not have any role in it. But when Indian historians are writing a history, they will obviously focus on the Indian perspective and their set of dates. That will become more important for us to know. So all dates in history are linked to famous personalities and their activities, policies and achievements. And here one of the main part of focus is that who is writing, who is focusing that part. If it is a British historian, obviously they won't focus much to Indians because they don't have any role or activities. They don't think Indians have that much role or activities in it. They will focus on the British. And when Indian historians are writing on it, they will focus on the Indian perspectives. So, which dates are important to us? It based on number one, it's centric on the events that took place on that part. If a king is making a big war, that is an event in front of it. So, in which year he won, in which date he was given that throne of that country, that is important. That date will be remembered. And who is focusing, which person is focusing, that is also important. So, in this way, the dates are selected in history. So, next we will come out with the how do you periodize in our next video. Stay with me and be happy and have a good time.